guys, what's going on? Today we're going to answer a very important question. What does it actually take to be in the top 1% of all the traders in the world? Now, the truth is that most of the traders that reach out to me, they are so freaking busy just barely trying to make $100 a day, $500 a day, $700, $800 a day, guys. They miss the most important aspect of trading. If you're brand new, or maybe you've been trading for 30, 40 years, but you're still not getting the kind of results I'm going to show you in this video, guys, you can definitely learn something from here in order to take a game to the next level in 2020. So what does it take to be in the top 1% of all traders, guys? The answer is simple. You got to think outside the box, and you actually got to do what 99% of the traders don't do. They don't even think about this stuff. In the expectation of the upcoming new year, guys, I was actually going for some of my old pictures, old trades, in order to come up with my New Year's resolution. And maybe you are sitting with your family, enjoying Merry Christmas, and thinking about how are you going to structure things for next year. And there's some very critical decisions that you absolutely have to face. But the reality is, most of you are just stuck in a simple comfort zone, and you just sit and you just can't seem to be able to get out of it. So I'm going to show you specifically what you will need to do to accomplish the breakthrough in the upcoming year. By the end of this video, you should have your New Year's resolution ready, and you should know exactly what you will do beginning with the first of the year. So as I was reflecting some of my past years, trying to identify what is actually going to be my New Year's resolution, which I will reveal to you at the end of this video, I came across one picture that I took with my cell phone. And as I was looking at this one picture, guys, I noticed one very important number. And it is not the number you will probably think as I'm showing you this. So as a matter of fact, guys, here's the truth. Most of you will not even believe any numbers on here, because you think that they're not real, because you think that they're fake. Even those of you guys that have seen most of my live trading videos, which is a bunch on this channel, videos like 4K to 144K in one trade, one day trade, guys. Videos like 2K and 251K in two swing trades, guys. Videos like 1.3K to 26K again in one day trade. And for those of you that started with small accounts, you probably have seen some of these videos out there, like this one, $280 to 7.7K in two trades. Also disclosing that video, what's better, trading penny stocks or options? You haven't seen some of these, guys. There's a bunch of them on this channel. As you can see, if you track the percentage returns, they are phenomenal. That is why most of the people don't even believe they're real. Now, what I'm about to reveal to you is something very important, and it's not because of the numbers that you're about to see. It's not because of my brokerage statement I'm about to show you, backing up those trades. Because I know, guys, typically I just diss all the skeptics. And, you know, it's Merry Christmas, so I'm not going to diss all the skeptics. As a matter of fact, to a certain extent, it's good to be a skeptic. But you got to do your due diligence. You can't just be listening to a bunch of other people in life telling you what's possible, what's not possible. Unfortunately, most of the traders out there, all they do is they just do reviews about the traders, which tells you they're not a real fucking trader. So bottom line, if your aspiration to become a better trader, I'm about to reveal to you some very, very critical and useful information. As I'm going to show you my personal best day trading result. Now, emphasis here, this is the trades that were placed in one day. It's not, guys, to brag that, hey, I actually haven't recorded some of my best videos. So some of the videos you've seen on my channel, guys, you know I travel a lot. I don't get to record all of my trades, guys. Okay, and primary goals of me showing you this information right here is this. Number one, I want you to understand what is actually possible in 2020 and why. Number two, analyze some pre-existing conditions to identify how to duplicate this. And yes, you can duplicate this if you do your due diligence and you stop listening to a bunch of skeptics. So again, if you spend too much time being a skeptic, if you spend too much time bitching, whining, and complaining in life, I can guess the size of your fucking account within $100, because you're doing too much of the shit that is absolutely unnecessary in order for you to become a better trader. You should be focusing on getting better every fucking day. You should be focusing on learning something new every fucking day. And if you're not doing those things and you spend 90% of your time witching, whining, complaining, fucking writing negative comments, okay? Why don't you try this? Why don't you record one of your fucking trades and make your own channel and do some? So, bottom line is this. If you spend too much time focusing on the wrong shit, you definitely will never trade like these trades I'm about to show you. So, the most crucial aspect of this, however, is to understand not just the mentality you got to get into in order to put together trades like this, but focus on this one number. I'm going to point one very, very important number for you that is highly relevant right now. And if you grasp this concept, guys, I promise you, nobody will ever show you this in any trading video out there. Nobody will ever show you this in any trading course ever. Because this is something that most of the traders never discover. You have to be in the top 1% to actually understand this. Here's my trading day on June 9th, 2019. So the question of the day again is this. What is the most important number here and why? Now some of you may be thinking, well, holy shit, Leonardo, you're saying on June 9th you made $294,867 trading Amazon? Well, shit, that's like the biggest number out of all of these trades here. That's got to be the most important number. Well, that is not the most important number here. Some of you may be thinking, well, look at Google. You make $97,908 trading Google that day. And this is not the important number. You may be thinking, well, Priceline, which is now it's actually trading on ticker BKG. Maybe thinking, which shit, you made 70K. Is that the most important number? Or is it this one? You've only made, dude, what kind of shit is this, Leonardo? You only made like $6,800 that day on Tesla? No wonder you got the last Tesla trade wrong. Okay, enough fucking around. Here's the deal, guys. $459,475 profits. Now, that's P&L per day. If you guys are with Thinkorswim, you should have no problem downloading Thinkorswim app, pulling up your trades on your phone, and pretty much be able to see end of the day results in this format right here, and I'm showing it to you right here, guys. So getting back to the question, what is actually the most important number here? And so the most important number here, guys, is this number right here. It's the VIX. Damn it, it's the VIX. Why do you think, guys, I spend so much time talking about the VIX? Calculating the VIX next move, calculating all this stuff in all of the videos, guys. Look at the number on the VIX. And it's not this number, guys. It's not the fact that I was holding 1,300 VIX contracts, okay? And for those of you that maybe having a hard time reading this, right? So profit and loss for the day, 459,475. P&L open is 35,000 negative 895. Now what that means is this right here includes the positions that I opened after I made the money that day before the day was over. So these positions, so I traded, finished making all that money, and I opened this position. So towards the end of the day, market made a little spike, okay, meaning the market actually went higher at the very last part of the day. Now, most of you will be thinking, hold on, shit, you were holding 1,300 VIX contracts going into Monday? Well, Leonardo, I knew you blew your account certainly back then. So, guys, I know a lot of you want to see me blow up my accounts and shit like that. And look, the bottom line, when you're starting out, if you're not blowing your accounts, it's a problem. Because that means that you're too damn risk averse, okay? You'll never make any substantial money like that. I mean, you'll be fucking compounding until you're 80 years old, okay? And you're still going to be wondering, fuck, I don't have enough money to pay. I'm retired. I still got all these bills and medical bills. Guys, that's not a way to live a life. And by the way, this is the channel not for somebody that is trying to make a couple $100. This is a channel for somebody that's got the balls, that is aggressive, that's trying to really take their game to million plus. Okay, so here's the most important stuff here, guys. These negative numbers, they actually include the open positions, okay, that were showing a loss by the end of the day. So if I didn't open those positions, I was actually being at 500K. Okay, so now that we've got this out of the way, you may be thinking, okay, well, Leonardo, I don't remember a market crash in June of 2017. And you shouldn't, because there was no market crash. So what the fuck is going on? Leonardo, you made almost 500K shorting stocks when VIX was trading around 11, 12? And the market was actually moving higher. How is this even possible? So stay with me, because there lies a secret that nobody understands. Guys, for those of you that like to visit some of my videos with predictions, and yeah, clearly, I don't get all the predictions correct, okay? But you have to always make these predictions if you're trying to be on top of your game. See, if you just all of a sudden, stop analyzing, stop coming up with projections, calculations, and so on, that's what you should be doing 95% as a trader. So if you're not doing that, okay, maybe occasionally you may be taking a trade and stuff, but if you're actively trading, if you're actively day trading and swing trading, you should be coming up with market analysis all the time on your own. And if you don't know how to do that, guys, that's an extra reason why you should click the link below and take some of the courses that we offer. So you may be wondering, okay, let's break this down a little bit in detail. What was June 9th? June 9th was a surprise, guys. Actually, if you're new, it's a surprise. If you've been following the channel for some time, June 9th, 2017 was a Friday. And that should not be as a surprise to anybody that's been following the channel again. So some of the biggest gains are going to be made on trading weekly options if you're an options trader, okay, on Fridays. And I'm going to reveal the most powerful reason why that is so. And while most of the people think that trading weekly options is highly risky, I'm going to show you exactly why exactly the opposite is true. So on the 9th, I placed all these trades. I'm actually going to show you all the statements. My broker's statements for today actually verifying all these trades in just a sec. Now, on the 12th, as you can see, on the 12th, there was not a market crash either. And what happens for those of you that are thinking, oh man, he put all these big positions overnight, he was swing trading, sure he blew up his account on Monday. Well, you're fucking wrong, okay? Actually, the accounts actually go substantially higher. You'll be able to see that too in just a second. But the point is this. Based off the 13 markets move formula, I was able to properly identify and calculate the market move that day. And I was able to day trade it with a very high level of accuracy and consistency. Now, you shouldn't be trading, or if you're watching this video for the very first time thinking, oh my God, how's this possible and stuff like that, you should not get the wrong idea that this is possible to do so every day. This type of trading is only possible, this type of high performance trading is only possible when certain market conditions are met. So the most important factor when trading that most of the traders fail to understand, it's not about making a certain amount every day. It's not about like going to work and fucking, they pay me $20 an hour. Fuck that, okay? It's about understanding that on certain days, your opportunity to make a lot is going to be much greater. And on certain days, there's going to be no opportunity. On certain days, you should just trade very, very light. Now, the main issue is most of the traders, they lack the knowledge and the process to actually understand when it is in their advantage to do one or the other. So the 13 markets move formula actually teaching you that. And that's how I was able to trade like that. And that's how I was calculating to keep these positions on. So, and even though you were looking at this here and some of these numbers were in the red, right? You cannot be panicking. Like if somebody was losing 10 grand, like just give yourself an honest answer. If you open the position on Friday at like 3:45 and you were down 10 grand, or you're down like 18,000 like I am right here on Amazon, right? I'm keeping these positions till Monday, guys. Okay, so most of you would have never even gotten to that point. So understanding your calculations, understanding your risk points, your exit points, understanding your levels of entries and levels of exits is super, super important, guys. Okay, but even if you know all this, you're still not getting trades like this because there's actually much more to it. Now, it's not like 1,000 extra different things to it, but you got to understand the basics first. And that's the idea of this video, guys, is to show you what to pay attention to. Now, remember, I'm going to keep emphasizing this, that I'm doing what 99% of the traders don't do. I'm doing what 99% of the traders don't think is possible because they're brainwashed by a bunch of fucking courses out there that are teaching them the same shit that they've learned from somebody else already. Our program is entirely different from anything else out there. But for now, let's go back to the VIX. Let's focus on this number 11.72. And keep that in mind because I'm going to reveal the great importance of that to you in just a second. So here are the trades to back this up. So you can see I'm starting the day with 12K. Here's the wire goes in there for 12K. So I'm starting the day with $12,001.89. So the first trade I take, notice the cost of the trade. This is super important. I'm buying 50 Amazon puts at 62 cents. Now, at the time, Amazon was just, actually, it was reaching all-time high that day, trading just over like $1,000. It was like 1,005, 1,010 when I was entering the position. I was buying 997 puts. So I was not buying them like at the money, which ideally is what you want to do when the market is basically moving nowhere like right now. But second trade I take is price line of BKNG. I'm buying 56 contracts at 1.4. So basically I spend $3,100 on the Amazon trade. I spent $7,800 on the price line trade. Now notice, shortly after that, out of the 56 price line puts, I'm selling 30 for 5.9. Guys, you don't have to be a freaking math wizard to figure out that's about a 400-500% return within like minutes. Okay, now notice what I'm selling the Amazon contracts for. Okay, so after I sell the 30 price line, the account goes to 17. Okay, then I'm selling the half of the Amazon position. I had 50. I bought at 62 cents. Now, shortly, within half an hour, I'm selling them at 3.9, 25 of them. Now, notice I still had, by that time, the remainder of the price line position left. Now, these I'm selling at 7.8, so now the return is like more like 600%. Okay, the return here is like 600-700%. So now the account is at 52K. Guys, all of this is before, like, you know, I started trading about 10-15 in the morning. There's a reason and significance to it. Guys, I've actually recorded a whole little course, which I'll show you how to get easy access to it at the very end of the video if you want to really understand more details. But if you really want to just go through this brokerage statement with, like, down to detail, you can just pause the video and you can just study. Knock yourself away. You can study everything in here. Okay, now notice at the time the cost of the commissions was substantially higher and all stuff like that. So I probably spent like easily, you know, 6-7 grand in just commission costs this day, because as you can see they pile up quickly. Here's 81 bucks in commissions, another 81 dollars in commissions, $44 in commissions, and you can see the number of trades I was taking. Now typically I don't recommend for anybody to trade like this and take this many trades, unless you really have done your calculations thoroughly. Maybe you've been studying and expecting certain things. So maybe you watched the last video that talks about, hey, in April there's a great probability of the crash. Now there is a reason why I'm already calculating this ahead. Because I think there's going to be a great probability for me to beat my personal record, okay? So, but bear with me, I'm going to break some more details so it's going to make a little bit more sense for you. So as you can see right then, I'm buying 100 price lines. So basically price line bounces. All of these are puts, guys. All of these are freaking put options while the market is pretty much at all-time highs, okay? So at that point in time, in June 2017. So then I'm buying, look, I'm not buying 50-some price lines anymore. Now I'm buying 100 at 327. Notice what I'm selling them later. I'm selling them twice the money. But at this point, the investment is like 30 grand. So I'm making 29 grand just on this one, okay? Keep following this. Look, later my positions, okay, I'm able to scale it up to where now I'm trading 200 Amazons, another 100 Amazons. Look what I'm buying them for. Okay, well, at that point, the account is at like 99K. So now I own 300 Amazon puts. Okay, I just bought 300 Amazon puts at an average price of like $1.10. Now, notice what I'm actually selling them for. I'm also trading like 200 options of Google, Alphabet, right here. Okay, average cost $1. Now, keep paying attention. How much am I actually paying for these options? Because this is absolutely freaking critical in understanding certain things. Okay, so now as you can see, I just bought Alphabet 100 puts for $1. I sold them for $2.45. That's another $25,000. Okay, look, I was buying Amazon. Look right here. Now I had 300 contracts. Now I'm selling. I own 300 contracts of Amazon. Now I'm selling 98 of them at 4.9. I will rewind this back just a little bit. Look, I was buying these 200 Amazon puts at $1.24. Then I'm buying 100 Amazon puts at 0.94. Okay? I'm selling these 100 out of these, 98 out of these 100 Amazon puts at 4.9. Who can fucking tell me what percentage return this is? Guys, it's 5 times the money within about half an hour time span. I'm making 47K. The count is over 100K. All right, look, I'm buying Alphabet 100 puts for $205. I'm selling 100 Alphabet puts for $350. $35,000 gain. I'm buying. Okay. I mean, basically, just go through this. I'm buying Alphabet at $450. I'm selling 100 Alphabet at $690. Okay, guys. These are some, 200 Tesla. Tesla was just not moving that day. Didn't do a whole lot on Tesla. But you see, I'm buying 200 at like 99 cents. Later, I'm selling them for like a small gain. No big deal. Now, look, I'm selling Amazon 300 puts at 5.8. Okay, guys, that's 5x on 300 puts. Okay, the count is at 386,000. I keep trading because the market move is still playing out through the rest of the day. It was a market move too, guys. So if you understand, and if you've taken the 13 Markets Move Formula course, you understand market move 2 is your most powerful move for day trading on the put side. Especially if that one number and one condition is met, which I'm going to reveal to you in just a second. Okay, so now I keep trading. The account is at 454K. The account is at 485K. I'm selling now. Amazon's at $8. Keep going through here. Okay, here's where I bought. You've seen the snapshot from the phone where it showed you that I was holding 1,300 VIX contracts. Here's 1,000 of them that I bought at 55 cents. Here is the rest. As you can see, I'm stair-stepping. Like, I'm not buying, I'm not selling most of these positions like all in one shot. I'm stair-stepping. So here's another purchase of 300 VIX calls here at 55 cents. So for those of you that are confused with the VIX, like VIX goes in the opposite direction. So you wouldn't be buying VIX puts, you would be buying VIX calls if you're a bear, okay? So basically, all said and done, like we're on page 9 here, you can see I was busy that day. I was busy fucking trading, doing what I love to do. Okay, so here's the snapshot, okay, that basically I was showing you that where I end the day on the 9th. So 6/9, okay, that's the end of the day, because if you look at the statement, the next day is the 12th. Okay, so it's 6/12. That was Monday, as I was showing you on the calendar. So all the positions that I bought on Friday, I'm cashing them out. For those of you that thought, oh man, you're holding all this shit all night, you're gonna blow up, like here. Okay, eat this shit. Okay, 579, 691,000. Okay, guys, this is not a joke. If you do your calculations thoroughly, okay, you can do this. So I have not had a day trading day. Notice I'm not saying swing trading week. I'm saying this is the best day trading from the perspective of percentage return, taking 12,000 into almost 470,000. Okay, that's it. You may be thinking, well, Leonardo, but hey, I mean, it's too good to be true. I know you've shown me everything, but like, dude, it's still too good to be true. Okay, guys, I'm the living fucking proof that this is possible. And if one man can do it, okay, then there's certain other people that are going to be able to do it. Okay, and so at this point, guess what? Other people that have taken our courses, they have done it. Okay, because at the time I was actually trading this, I wasn't able to record this trade because I wasn't even doing YouTube. So I don't have, but the snapshot and the brokerage statements on the trade. But since then, I posted plenty of trades. And if you look at the percentage returns, right, they're identical to this. So it is something that you can do over and over again. But just because I'm showing you this doesn't make that it's easy. Just because I'm showing you these live trading videos on this channel doesn't mean that there's not a great amount of calculations that go into, okay? It doesn't mean that every trade is going to work out. But every trader's got a certain system. I've got a highly aggressive system that is not suitable for everybody, guys. It's only suitable to those that want to be in the top 1%. And if you don't want to be in the top 1%, then shit, continue making $100 a day. If that makes you happy, fuck it. If you're happy with that, you're happy with that. All right? I'm just the kind of guy that loves to set records, and I know some of you guys are not like that. I mean, you're happy to just, pay your bills and, bottom line is this, okay? At this point, you cannot say this. Oh, Leonardo, it's you, but, you've been trading for a while, but, you've got your own system, but this. Guys, stop the fucking excuses, okay? No excuses. Because some of our VIP guys, okay, had similar results not so long ago. So here's an example. Now, this is not my account. This is a snapshot from the account of our one of our high roller VIP members that actually did it this summer. Now, did we have a crash this summer? Okay, see, here's his P&L for the day. He made $356,000. Now, there's some similarities, okay, on here as well. Okay, there's some similarities that I actually break down in this 1-hour course where I explain the details, all the little tiny details of taking the 12K to 466K. So basically, all of these positions, guys, they are puts. As you can clearly see, okay, not all of them are making money. That doesn't stop him from locking P&L for the day, 356K. And you say, well, what about recently, Leonardo? Your projections recently have been just shitty. I mean, guys, you have to make projections, but you have to also understand when you're actually sitting in front of your computer how to trade these things. Okay? And I cannot do everything for you. Okay? You got to bring your own balls to the table. You got to push the button yourself. You got to make this shit happen. My goal is to show you how I have done it, and I guarantee you, you can do it too if you meet certain set of criteria. Okay? You're not going to be able to do this shit, though, every day. So here it is. Mr. Neves. Now, this is from October. Just a month ago. A month and a half ago. Guys, check this out. Okay? How's this? Okay? Now, some of these guys, actually both of these guys, it's not like they've been trading for 10, 20, 30 years. As a matter of fact, for some of you guys that like to leave negative comments because you don't understand the strategies, okay, you guys have been trading maybe for 20 years and you think your shit works better for you, fine, okay? But it doesn't mean that our program, our system, is any inferior to yours. As a matter of fact, I would dare anybody give me their fucking statement showing that they have ever made 400 fucking K in one day trade. Okay? Come on, bring it on.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
You can act like a man. What's the matter with you?
What can I do? What can I
do? This is his P&L for the day. 195,000. All puts, guys, while the market is moving high, all puts. Now, some of you that are new may be confused. How the hell, man, you're buying puts, the market's going higher. All of the predictions, guys, all the calculations, okay, you gotta trade, okay? You have to trade and pull the trigger at the right moment. You have to be 100% with it. If somebody tells you, hey, you can be a fucking great trader in 5 minutes a day, they're lying to you. If somebody tells you, hey, here, sign up for, a 15-minute deal a week and you're going to make 20 grand a month, they're lying to you. Look, anything that's worthwhile doing in life is not going to be easy, okay? So don't expect, it doesn't matter what it has to do trading or any other business you're looking at, it's not going to be easy. If you want to be the very best at what you do, don't expect shit to be easy. Expect to pay the dues. Expect to spend fucking hours at night while other people going out partying, while other people doing shit. Expect that you're staying and you're studying and you're paying your dues. It's just like being a professional athlete, okay? Right? Everybody's, fucking off doing nothing. What do? They practice. They practice every day, okay? Just because they practice a certain play doesn't mean when the game is on, that's the play that they're going to do. But at least they've practiced the play. They've role-played it. They know if certain conditions are met, that's what we're going to do. Okay? Now, that's in a nutshell. So here's the important question that you may be thinking. Did we have a crash in 2019? Well, we didn't. The market is up 30-40% on S&P. We actually posted a video on December 27th last year, predicting the bottom. We'd actually predicted the bottom in the live trade video. I said, hey, I was trading December 24th last year, exactly 1 year ago. I said, hey, the market, look, get out of Amazon puts, I said, because the market is about to reverse. And then we did like a 40-minute video with all the charts explaining why the market was going to continuously move higher for at least 6 months. So all the videos are on here, guys. And if you're on YouTube and you're trying to look at some educational videos, what does everybody pitch you? They're like, hey, let me show you how to make $100 a day. Let me show you how to make $500 a day. Fuck that.
You're goddamn right.
Contrary to the most common beliefs and stereotypes, you actually don't need a huge market crash. Like, I don't know, like when I read some comments, I feel like some people are just from another planet. They're like, oh man, the market is not going to crash, man. Like, that's not even important. What I'm trying to show you here is that you don't need a market crash to make money on puts. Like, everybody's just so damn brainwashed. Like, they're blinded by what all the other courses are teaching them. Like, trade the trend, man, trade the trend. And that guarantees you'll never make any fucking real money in the market.
You look around, what do you see? Businessmen, teachers, lawyers, carpenters, the very minds of the people we are trying to save. But until we do, these people are still a part of that system, and many of them are so inert, so hopelessly dependent on the system, that they will fight to protect it.
Like, no! Like, you guys want to be good at this shit, go back throughout the history and figure out who actually made the most money. Like, it's not the people that trade the trend. Like, it don't take much brains to trade the trend. Okay, but it does take a lot of freaking brains and practice to actually understand when a pullback can happen, when a market can reverse. Okay, what really makes you the money, guys, is identifying when to trade heavy and when to trade small. You don't need a market crash to actually make $200,000 a day trading. You don't even have to be me in order to do that, but you do have to understand, okay, on which day to actually trade heavy so your results could explode exponentially on these days. And you have to understand how to select these days. That's how I came up with the 13 Markets Move formula. That's what it actually allows you to do. It allows you to understand on which day you should go extra heavy because you know the market move precisely and you can scale your positions. And on which days you should not trade at all. On which days you should trade very lightly. Like if you've been a subscriber for the last 2 weeks, that's all I've been saying. Trade light, trade light, trade light. Don't get ready for this. This could be coming. Trade light. Get ready for this. Okay, so it's, guys, it's just like a game of chess. You have to adjust your actual trading as you go through, but you have to calculate the probability of this happening, and of this happening, and of this happening, in order to actually nail some trades like this. So this is what it actually takes, guys. You need a solid TRO. So TRO is a trend reversal opportunity. So one of such conditions for TRO is a transition from lower VIX to higher VIX environment. And understanding that is crucial. So not only it's important to understand the market move, but understanding, okay, if VIX is about to reverse, okay, meaning from, if we take the case with June 2019, June 2017, VIX was trending extremely low. So even though it was at 11.7, but the key critical point was VIX hit some lows around 10 and it just started to reverse. So it was a trend reversal in the VIX that helped us nail these trades in combination with a market move. Okay, so it's not about the crash. And I'm actually going to show you some data right here that will show you why in a market crash, you may not actually make as much if you're buying puts. I know that sounds ridiculous, right? But again, go back to what I said in the beginning of the video. 99% of the traders, they don't even think about those things because they're programmed by a bunch of courses out there that all talk about the same stuff. They're programmed to think the trend and all this stuff that's not going to allow you to trade like this. Okay, so you got to get rid of this old baggage. Why is the VIX number so important now? I promised you I was going to show you this. So right now, VIX, while the market every day for the last couple of days continues higher, VIX is refusing to drop, which is the first sign that a reversal higher in the VIX could be near. Okay, so that is very critical. I just showed you the VIX on that day where I take 12K to 460 some K. It's around 11, 12. Well, guess where VIX is right now? That's where we've been in the VIX for the last couple of weeks, 11, 12. Okay, so it's in a tight range right now, which creates conditions for VIX to possibly break out. Now, it doesn't guarantee it's going to drop, like it's going to break out this Thursday, Friday, which we actually calculated that it could. And we're not saying like a big drop in the market, but we could say it could be a down day Thursday, Friday. So it's important to understand that and how to actually get ready for it and how to trade it. So it's important to calculate these moves daily, guys. So why is VIX number so important? A more detailed answer to this is number one, because all the positives in the markets are already priced in. And even though we could still continue moving slowly higher, the TRO could be near. So in other words, at this point, all the great things that everybody was hoping for, they have already materialized as far as all the bull cases for the market. So at this point, the upside is not huge, but the downside is huge. So and it happens from time to time in the marketplace, okay? When all these institutional investors gets highly complacent, the VIX drops to these levels, okay, it could stay there. One of the conditions could happen, it could stay there for quite some time. But at some point, it's going to transition out of it. And it's important to pay attention to any sign, any divergence, any of those things that are developing in order to identify that move. And you got to be ready for it. Second thing is because it creates the right type of conditions to duplicate the success. So let me explain the most critical factor if you want to become a high performance day trader. All right, the most critical aspect that I keep saying in many videos lately, I keep saying one phrase, say options are cheap on the put side. Options are cheap, options are cheap, options are cheap, okay? And some of you put like stupid stuff in the comments. Well, there's a reason why they're cheap, man, because, you know, everybody's so bullish and the market is never going to drop ever again. Like, come on, seriously. Like, of course it's going to drop. And we don't even have to have a big drop. I just proved it to you. That some of your biggest day trading days are not going to be when the market is crashing. And this is the reason why. Because when the market is crashing, guess what? If you go back to the statement I was just showing you, the brokerage statement, okay, showing you every trade that I took that day. What was I buying Amazon puts for? just barely out of the money. 62 cents. What was our bond price line or BKNG puts now? Like $1.40. Do you get the fucking point here? Okay? If the market is crashing, there's no freaking way you're going to be able to buy these options this cheap. So you need the type of market conditions that we have right now, which makes the option premiums deflate. Okay? And that's what creates the opportunity. So you got to keep the cost of options super low. And this is what I put down on the slide, guys, is that's the main difference, taking 12K to 460K and 59K to 114K. This video right here is actually on the channel, guys. Same type of day trading ideas. I've identified the market move, but I was only able to take 59K to 114K in 4 hours, which is not like, I mean, it's pretty much double the account in 4 hours. It's not a big deal. Okay, but if you look on the charts, okay, you're going to understand that, well, hold on, the market was crashing. Well, sure enough, Leonard, I mean, you were buying puts. I mean, why didn't you make more? Well, because, like, at that point, you can look in the video, I'm buying these Amazon puts for like $20, $30. Do you get the point? The cost is inflated by like 20, 30 times. So the stock needs to make a much larger move in order for you to realize the same percentage gain. So that's why you're not going to make as much in the market crash as you are in the type of market conditions if you properly identify the days on which you actually have to pull the trigger. It doesn't mean that you're not going to be trading like throughout the week. What it does mean when VIX gets low like this, you don't want to be trading heavily. You don't want to, because you really want to test the waters every day. And that's why I emphasize stair-stepping so much in many of my videos. Like, you don't want to just jump out and just put 12K in one trade. Okay, you want to test the waters. You want to buy a few options. You want to do this until you get to a point where it's time go heavy in your positions. So that's the difference, okay? The market environment is different. And this is actually contrary to the popular belief where everybody's so bullish and the VIX is low and it just seems like, hey, nothing is going on. Like, that's when often people are 100% wrong and they're getting caught off guard with some type of event. Now, there could be multiple reasons why the stock market could be going lower. For example, the first week of January, we think the market could be going lower. The first week or the second week because of some data that could be coming out of China. Okay, so Chinese stocks all the way at the top. We're possibly considering shorting those. Now, certain sectors like the cloud sector continues to show weakness, so we're interested in shorting some of those. While majority of the market appears to be moving higher, there's clearly some stocks that are dropping every day. Please understand the simple idea. And that is why it's important to understand, because you can buy options cheaper now, you don't necessarily have to have big moves in the underlying thing that you're trading in order to realize crazy returns like this, okay? So let me summarize. What does it actually take to turn 12K into 466K in under 8 hours? Guys, here's what you need precisely, because this is how these calculations work. First, you need to understand chart patterns and divergences. Number two, you need to understand the 13 markets move formula in order to do what? In order to identify the move, number one, first you understand which one of these 13 moves is taking place. Number two, you need to understand ahead of time on how to actually trade that move intraday and scale your positions higher. And number three, guys, okay, I can help you with the first two. But with the three, I can't help you, okay? You got to have the balls to take action and execute, guys. I don't know of any successful person alive that is in top 1% in anything they do if they choose to whine, bitch, and complain majority of their day. It's just not going to happen. You got to have the balls. You got to stop listening to all the people that place in limitations in your life in all different areas. Sometimes you could be your worst enemy telling yourself, but no, it's not possible. It's not real. It's the, guys, it's a new year, okay? If you've been a skeptic watching my videos, you know what? Fuck that. Take action this year, okay? And try this and learn something new, okay? And challenge yourself. Now, if you're already making $400K in one day trading, then hey, different story. If you got, $50 million in the account, you're making $400K trading, that's not a big fucking deal. Then you definitely want to learn the system, because as you can see, you can scale this up. You can scale this up and do some bigger things with bigger accounts.
God, you are killing me with that booty.
Okay, guys, so if you want more details, like I just touched the iceberg of what's actually there to understand, so you can improve in all the little aspects of being able to trade like this. But go to www.tradingoptionslive.com. Find this tab right here, 233 Trading Secrets. And we got a crazy deal going on right now. You can read all about it here. And as you see, besides the course that answers over 233 trading questions, okay, you get a bunch of goodies. You get a bunch of bonuses. One of these bonuses is this 1 hour training. It's a mini course that underlines all the details. It breaks everything down in detail about this 12K to 466 trading day. You get 8 habits of highly successful traders. You get all these extras, guys. So just go there if you want to learn and if you want to understand more, guys. I don't know how anybody trades without understanding these trading questions. So there's like 6-7 hours of questions recorded here that I get on the phone with real traders. Some of them are beginning traders, some of them are traders who've been doing this for a while, and I answer all kind of questions, not just like I'm talking to you right now about stuff, but I'm actually pulling up charts, I'm explaining stuff, so you can really, no matter whether you're a beginner trader or you're an experienced trader, you can learn like a bunch of stuff that you're not going to find anywhere else. Hey guys, some of you are actually great traders, but if you don't get trades like this, okay, understand this, that you've got to challenge yourself to become better. That's the only way to get better, is to throw yourself a challenge. You got to have a little bit of a competitive side to you if you want to be a successful trader, guys, and take yourself to an entirely new level. So dare to learn the small things. So maybe if you understand the key things in the market, guys, it's the small, tiny things that make a huge difference. So going and learning this 233 trading secrets, okay, you could be learning maybe 11, 13 questions that you didn't know the answer to. And all of a sudden, you're positioned to do substantially better in 2020. So dare to be the best you can be. Get out of your comfort zone. I guys started this video saying like, hey, there's just too many people in the comfort zone. And if you don't challenge yourself to get off your ass and get out of your comfort zone, guess what? Ain't nobody gonna do it for you. So no matter where you're at right now, if you're highly successful, if you're looking for a great change, if you just want to move somewhere and just start a new life because you're just no longer happy where you're at right now, guys, this is your chance. Okay, life is short. Enough is enough. Okay, the only thing that's required from you is to take action now. Otherwise, another year is going to go by. You're going to be sitting there watching all of my videos that I'm going to post in 2020. Leonardo taking fucking 50K to 1.5 million and all that good stuff. And you're going to be wondering, well, why the fuck did I not sign up? Why didn't I, check out his course? I could have been doing this shit with him. But guys, there's only one thing that you need to do. Remember, in order for your 2020 to get substantially better, if you're tired of mediocrity, guys, if you're tired of being where you're at right now, the only thing that's required is for you to get out of your comfort zone right now. Put down on a piece of paper what is that you want to do in the new year, okay? So here's my New Year's resolution, okay? My New Year's resolution. I've just shown you some snapshots of some guys that I have helped become a better trader, okay? Now, my New Year's resolution is to take that to an entirely new level. And my resolution is not to help 100 guys or 1,000 or 20,000 guys. learn how to make a couple $100 extra. Like, if that's not like what I'm here for on this planet, period. Okay? So my goal is just help a few people to drastically change their lives. Okay? So my New Year's resolution is to help transfer my knowledge and skills to only 13 traders. Yes, 13 traders. So they can take their accounts with their new abilities to $1 million plus in 2020. So the question is, now you know what my New Year's resolution is. The question is, what is yours? You guys, write it down. Because writing things down is a powerful thing, guys. While I'm trading, I'm writing all kinds of stuff down, all kinds of observations, guys. And that helps me get better every day. Me writing my New Year's resolution, okay, it's going to help me focus on it. So, what is yours? What is your New Year's resolution? If your New Year's resolution is to be one of these 13 guys, they're going to drive their account above $1 million next year, okay? All you got to do is get your thinking up right now and work on your skill set more than anything else. Stop whining, stop coming up with excuses, stop bitching, stop complaining. Focus 99% of the time on getting better, and I promise you, 2020 is going to be yours. So, Happy New Year, guys. With that said, if you think you got what it takes, you're gonna go to Trading Options Live, click this High Rollers VIP Club. And if you're ready to conquer the world in 2020, hit this button, take action today, do things that others will still believe next year are impossible while you're actually making it happen. Let's roll!
Trading wins and losses is just like everything else in life that is worth fighting for. You remember your marriage? Man, it was beautiful when you were getting married, but you had no idea how ugly the losses of this divorce were actually going to be. Like opening a business, thinking you'd get rich overnight. But in the midst of it, you ended up maxing all of your credit cards just to sustain that business for a few years before you even realize a tiny bit of your first profits. Like buying a house, thinking it would go up in value forever and ever, just realizing how wrong you actually were when 2008 hit. Like having kids, it was such a great idea at first. Remember how excited you were, terrified and scared at the same time, how much joy you actually had. Until your kids turned 2. Man, the terrible 2s. You thought that was bad until they turned 13, 14, 15. Shit. But you wouldn't change it for anything. You love your kids, no matter what your emotional losses or wins are with them, no matter what your financial losses or wins are. It really doesn't matter, does it? You don't quit on your kids, no matter how tough things actually get. For some of us, it's the same thing with trading. Just think, how long are your kids going to be your kids? The answer is forever. How long do you see yourself trading the markets? If your answer is forever, then you owe it to yourself and your kids to invest in the 13 market moves formula, so that your life journey of trading would be most rewarding and joyful, both financially and emotionally. Live to trade. trade to live. Conquer the world one trade at a time, fearlessly using the 13 market moves formula today.